I am really sorry about that. But, hello everyone, and welcome to today's stream. Voice Guy, you deserve a big thank you for showing up with a sub. Like, really. It was very nice of you. Hold on one sec. So, oh, hold on. Okay, go to the editing. Where is it? There we go. Let's see. Alright, sorry about that. Had to fix some things there because everything was a little bit wonky. Also, I cleaned up the back a little. Hold on. Yeah, alright, you can't see it. There we go, what'd you think? Medium wet today. That much is certain. So, we're going to be... For just this moment lost in time, I am finding me. Yet still I hide behind this mask that I have become. Sorry about that squeaking. It's because for some reason this thing is squeaking. Scorched by flames, a force I can't run from. I look to you. Well, this was anime as fuck. And people wonder why I call it anime chess. Playing anime chess or just watching an anime? Both. May as well be both, you know? Sorry about that. You know, I could have cut it off, but I just thought that would have been rude.
Part 1. White Clouds. Verdant Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds.
Oh, fucking hell, I forgot to fill this with water. It's empty.
The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
So, down there, we just see a fish eating another fish. And let's see, points at the top of the screen. First round instruction each round. Student may come to you with a question. They will be motivated if they like your answer. Okay, so we need to work on the motivation kind of phase. You know, considering that they're both fish, I'm calling it cannibalism. You know, it's just, hey, I'm a fish that eats other fish. I'm a cannibal. Is that why we turn them into sushi? Must be why. Okay, let's see. There are new places to explore in the monastery. It's time to be a teacher. Inform them that Ray is the best waifu. Who's Ray? Also, I will need to be right back for a bit because, you know, I need water, stay hydrated, stay healthy and stuff, but this is not filled at all.
So we need to go and fix that, okay? One sec. Robo in Evangelion. Oh, wait. You talk about that Ray. Oh, I thought we were talking about Ray and, you know, there was a Ray in Fire Emblem, but... Hold on a sec. You know, I should be back in 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was just, you know, I was still getting the water, and, you know, apparently it took longer than I should have. Sorry. New place to explore in the monastery. Got 4,000 gold from the Church of Sewers. It's funding for this month's activities. Something's happened today. Ooh.
I have a new mission for you, Professor.
Yes.
I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier. I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seiros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
Professor, I heard about our mission for this month. A thief with a hero's relic is worrisome, but with you at our side, I'm certain we can handle him. After all, you have the Sword of the Creator. It was allegedly wielded by Nemesis, the King of Liberation. If the legends are true, you hold the power to stand against entire armies. A band of thieves should be nothing. Even the most elite Imperial forces or the Knights of Seiros could not hope to defeat you.
Alright, let's see. Conduct yourself in a manner that befits wielding a holy sword. Well, time to go kill chickens. This isn't Skyrim. Ah, goddamn it, voice.
Is that so? Even if those forces were to hurt someone precious to you? Can you say with full confidence that you would not turn your sword on them if that were to happen? You know, your power does not lie solely in the Sword of the Creator. You are stronger and more terrifying than you realize. Professor, when we leave the monastery, will you still think of yourself as my teacher? Never mind. I'm being thoughtless with my words. For now, let's just focus on the problem at hand.
Okay.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The crest of flames. That is what you possess.
Hey, I'm Braden. How you doing? Right now, time for a puzzle with all the crests. Might as well be.
Your ability to wield the Sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial, and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
Alright, so we have a crest of flames. Oh, Saturday's happening. Well, let's go ahead and visit Edelgard for a visit.
Father, save...
A ghost, perhaps? No, that is surely not the case. What is that look upon your face? I am no ghost, if that is what was on your mind.
Let's see. I like character.
Who's there? Professor, what are you doing here?
Well, we could just, you know, sound like a complete liar, but yeah. You know, your character is like, wow, I sound sick, dude. Yeah. And, you're just thinking that it's lewd. Well, I just think she's having a nightmare.
Oh? Perhaps I was talking in my sleep. Ah, so you heard me then. Yes, it was a nightmare. I've had them since I was a child. Stupid, pointless dreams I can't control. It's terribly frustrating.
I'm gonna assume that she's dreamt about, dreamt about her dad dying or something.
No, they're just worthless dreams of the past. Talking about it won't change a thing. I had a feeling you'd say that. I suppose I could try, but only if you swear not to tell a soul. I appreciate it.
Here comes story
I
time.
dream of my older brother, paralyzed, helpless. My older sister crying for help that never came. The youngest babbling words beyond meaning. I see my family dying slowly, waiting in the darkest depths for a glimmer of light. I once had 10 siblings, 8 older and 2 younger. Such a large family, and yet I became the heir to the throne. Do you know why? Every last one of them was crippled by disease, or lost their mind, or died. I was the only one left who could inherit the throne. Things kept getting worse. The darkness kept getting darker. In the end, I was the only one who survived. The nightmares are a reminder to never forget, to never allow such terrible things to happen again.
Well, so that happened. Professor's like, that sounds sick, dude. No.
Even now, I'm the only one who can carry the weight of the Adrestian Empire. The future of the Empire, of everything, depends on me. I shared more than I intended to. I suppose there's something in the air tonight. I've never told anyone about my past before. Please, forget I said anything. Sleep well, my teacher.
Alright, now we got a support level up to C, and the motivation is also increased. Oh, I would personally doubt that, well... Manuela's birthday.
Thank
Give
you.
flowers. There you go. Happy birthday and some other shit. And now we got free Sunday. So now let's take a look here. It's like everyone just... Okay, let's check the certifications for a sec. Not being a merc. I want to hit advanced though. That's for certain. Yeah, Dorothea and Petra need to bump up some levels. That's for certain. Okay, well, look at me making friends. Well, I mean, when people need help, they need help. What am I gonna do? Okay, well, it seems like everyone can talk to everyone.
Training again. You're certainly working hard, Caspar.
Oh, Edelgard. You scared me. You should have said something.
I did, but no matter. What has you training with such intensity? It's never good to neglect one's training, but overdoing it is ill-advised as well. You could already give any student here a battle they wouldn't soon forget.
You think so? Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I can't really stop training, though. I gotta get better if I expect to get anywhere in this world.
If memory serves, you're the second son of House Bergles, right?
That's right. My older brother is the heir, and there are already too many mouths to feed in our family, so I can't count on any support. I pretty much have to make it on my own, you know?
I understand. It's difficult being born a noble. Those who inherit everything also inherit great burdens, but the same can be said of those who inherit nothing.
What are you talking about? I don't have any troubles. Who cares if I don't inherit anything? It just means I get to cut a path to my own future. You know what your problem is, Edelgard? You always have to make everything about you.
Are you picking a fight, Caspar?
Hey, now come on. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. Always happy to fight, though, if that's what you want.
I have no desire to bicker with you. Good luck with your training. Goodbye.
What was that about? I'll never understand her.
Well, that happened. What about a seminar? Well, I think the students' motivation are kind of a little bit on the decline. So I'm probably gonna need to sort that out in a bit.
Petra, you seem to be flourishing in your new environment. Is all going well for you?
Lady Edelgard, everything is well with me. Thank you for your question. Everyone shows great kindness, even while I am still learning about the language.
I'm glad to hear it. After all, a Brigid royal like yourself is of vital importance to the future of the Empire. If you ever need anything, please let me know. It's my job to watch out for you after all.
If that is your want, I will rely on you if I have the need. However, I will not have that need. I can resolve any problems that occur by myself.
I don't doubt it. Perhaps I'm worrying too much. I just don't know what I would say to your family if something were to happen to you.
Do not spend your worry on me. In Brigid, there is a phrase we say. You cannot shoot two birds with one arrow. Brigid and I are that second bird. Your first target is your ambition. Can you disagree?
There is certainly truth in your words. I do have ambitions that transcend all else for me. When I ascend the throne, there are certain things I must do. Tell me, Petra, who do you think I am?
Huh?
I will tell you. I am Edelgard von Hresvelg, and yes, I'm attempting to do what no one else can. I'm prepared to shoot 2 birds, or even 3, with a single arrow. That is the least of the impossible things I will accomplish. If you don't need my patronage, then prove it. Show me your power. Never settle for being the bird. Be the arrow instead.
I will take your words to my heart, and you will be seeing my power. I give you my promise.
So, when are the 3 houses going to unite and work together to defeat a big demon or some shit? Not gonna lie, I don't know too much about the story, but it does feel like it's coming. Yeah, that kind of thing, I mean. Hold on a sec. Let me make sure the house is fine. Okay, so just in case that my nose ends up running, I got toilet roll. So that way I can get rid of any runny noses. Well, that or just take it to the bathroom in emergency. Because I am taking medicine after all. Okay, Huber gets to talk with Caspar.
I'm not finished with you. I am Caspar!
Caspar, the not-so-friendly ghost.
What's going on, Hubert? You need something?
I watched you training earlier. Pitiful display.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
You yell before every move.
I know. I do it on purpose. It's how I get fired up. Is that a problem for you? You scared?
Stupid habit. If you value your life, you'll break it.
What are you talking about? It sounds like you might have a problem with me.
As a matter of fact, I do. If it was only your own idiotic life at stake, I wouldn't bother saying anything. But it's not. Your foolishness hurts everyone.
Ooh, you sure do love to hear yourself talk.
Suppose you were to shout on the battlefield as you did in your training today. It is very likely the enemy could anticipate your next move based on your insipid blather. And what if your allies are startled by your outburst and fumble with their weapons as a result? This is not to mention the obvious fact that you would utterly botch any covert operation.
You really think I'm that stupid? I only shout when it's completely necessary. I don't do it all the time.
Whatever habits you develop in training, you will reproduce on the battlefield. Combat is tense and frantic. You will default to your training whether you mean to or not.
Hey, why don't you just shut up about it? I can control myself.
Well, they argued. Although, I do have to admit, Hubert had a couple of points there. What, Hubert becoming a black mage? I need a dark seal before I can do that. Oh, someone's got a lot of talk with everyone. Jeez, I've been creating bonds for days.
You're looking pretty tired, Linhart. I think you could use a little more of the fighting spirit.
I believe you have enough fighting spirit for the both of us.
Enough? There's no such thing! You need as much as you can get if you're gonna train.
I'd rather pace myself. You're becoming too much like your father. I still recall with startling clarity the time he forced me to do some training.
Ha! I remember your father wasn't too happy about that. Our fathers actually got into a fight over it.
They hate one another so much. I simply cannot fathom what's wrong with the two of them.
I wish they'd just have it out already. One big fight to settle things. My father would win, obviously, but it would still be fun to watch.
That would be rather cruel. I don't think anyone in Fodlan could beat up your father. My father does have the height advantage, though.
Height advantage? What does that matter?
When two opponents are of similar strength, the one with the height advantage wins. It's pure math.
Whoever forces the other to submit wins. That's how fighting works. It has nothing to do with height.
Brute strength alone doesn't decide a fight. And taller people have longer limbs, too. Longer limbs equates to a longer reach. Taller people can hit you from farther away. Oh, and they have more leg strength. There's also that... Well, I'm bored explaining this. I think you get my point.
No, I don't get it. Now you're talking about limb length and reach? None of that matters when you're up close and brawling.
You know, I'm going to agree with you just so I don't have to keep talking.
If you've got something else to say, then come out and say it. Actually, no, forget this. I'll prove it to you myself. Some of those new knights look pretty tall. I'll fight one just for you.
And off he goes.
He is off into a fight.
They're all so strong I couldn't land a single blow.
So it's as I said then, isn't it? The tallest fighter has the advantage. And my father could beat yours in a fight.
Oh, that happened. Okay, so yeah, more sleepy talk, shall we? But yeah, my dad is better than your dad, and you mistook it by throwing in the RE.
La 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 la. Such lovely weather for painting.
And suddenly it rains.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
It's just me, Linhardt. What are you doing?
Painting! Just painting. Not important. Am I in your way? I'm in your way. I'll just go. I'm going.
No need for all that. I just came out here to read. I'll stay quiet and still so as not to bother you. How's that? If you want to go, that's fine too.
No. I'll stay.
Say, aren't you usually holed up inside?
I'm sorry! I'm sorry for coming here. I'm sorry for bothering you! You're mad, aren't you? You look really mad. I'll just pack up. I'll be gone before you know it.
Mad? At you? Never. I rather admire you, in fact. I fantasize about shutting myself in my room and never going outside again. It sounds like paradise. However, I wouldn't be able to perform my research. That, Bernadetta, is a problem.
What? You admire me? Nuh-uh! No way. I know a trick when I see one. What are you plotting? So you want to copy me, is that it? And what's a copy do with the original? Replace it! Well, I've got you figured out. I won't just sit back and take it. I'll fight you!
What? That's not this is too much hassle. I'm leaving.
I'm sorry! Please don't kill me!
He is completely panicky. Like, words can't express how panicky she is. Okay, let's check this bit out.
I do believe a nap is in order.
Ah, this is lovely. Just feel that breeze.
Dorothea, whatever are you doing here?
I was thinking of relaxing here, but it looks as if someone else is lounging in my spot already. Taking a nap in public like this? Really, Lynn. The nobles look down on such behavior.
You do know I am of noble birth.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just teasing. You never do act very noble, though. Why is that?
Each person must follow their own way. This is how I prefer to live. Even if some of the more pretentious nobles like to poke fun at my ways.
Doesn't that bother you? I mean, really? It doesn't hurt your pride or anything?
What use is pride? It doesn't feed nor clothe you. It offers no warmth on a cold night.
First time I've heard a noble say something like that.
Well, most nobles are... oh, what is the polite way to say it? Fools. Yes, they are fools. As for myself, my father is the Minister of Domestic Affairs, and he has pride enough for the both of us. For example, did you know he and the Minister of Military Affairs cannot get along, although they value each other greatly? His pride gets in the way, so he can't make amends. That is why there is discord between civil ministers and military officers in the Empire. And so pride serves no good purpose in politics either. So tell me, what use is it?
I wonder if bad blood between civil and military leaders is somewhat unavoidable. The Minister of Domestic Affairs is in charge of all civil officials, so if they just give in easily, their subordinates would lose respect, right? I get the feeling that if your pride isn't equal to the responsibility you bear, then you aren't fit to lead. Also, I happen to think pride can be quite charming.
And how necessary is charm? It just gets in the way of living your life.
If you lack charm, nobody will give you a second glance.
Right, which means more time for napping.
Lynn, you can't really believe what you're saying, can you?
The moment where she is just completely shocked about it. Doesn't keep you warm on a cold night, unlike that of the company of women. Oh boy. Voice guy, you are one random boy. You're a random squid. You'd probably make a kill on Splatoon.
Petra, would you pause a moment?
Yes? Are you wanting something?
I was observing your spear work, and I wonder if you don't think your transitions are sloppy. The way you move your arm before a strong thrust hinders your movement and slows your spear on its way back. It leaves a rather large opening.
Which arm? My left or right?
I think the right... No, actually it's both. It's something about the way you move your elbows.
I am not understanding. Can you show me, please?
Demonstrate? No, I'd hate to get sweat all over my book.
But I must correct this. Please. Or are you unable to do, and you can only teach?
I am more of a theorist than a practitioner. I advise and you implement. Very simple.
Then, please advise again.
It's all quite simple. Sometimes you make a big stab downwards, right? Before that, you lift up. At that point, you sort of let the tension go and stop. It ruins the momentum of the stab.
How can I be lifting up with no unnecessary moving?
It's the arm movement that's extraneous. Calculate the locus of the spear and the elasticity of the muscles.
Locus? Elasticity? Can you not just be showing me? Please. If you are showing me, I will learn it with quickness.
I won't waste your time with such demonstrations. You're a smart one, Petra. You'll sort it out. Besides, I need to go now. I have a prior appointment to keep.
Linhardt only likes talking. It is on myself to prevail.
Oh, I wanted to know what was the sloppy work on the spear. But yeah, goddamn he's a player, eh? Kinda funny, really. Also, who you calling a Splatoon voice guy? You calling me a Splatoon?
Another fine day, alone in my room, and plenty of books to read.
Bernadetta, I have something to discuss with you.
What? I didn't do anything.
No need to be defensive. I am not angry.
Oh, you definitely are. I can tell. Just get it over with. What did I do?
You did not do anything wrong. Please, listen. Look, just breathe, will you?
Can't breathe. Too scared.
I see that you are struggling. Please calm down.
Easy for you to say.
I just wanted to discuss how you are always hiding in your room. It seems like something must be troubling you, for you to shut yourself away like that. If something is the matter, maybe I can help. But you need to tell me what it is first.
No thanks. I'm fine. See, I'm breathing out. You fixed me. Can I go?
Do you not realize that life is passing you by? Have you no desire to venture beyond this reclusive lifestyle? There is a whole world waiting for you out there. The social life of a noble is actually rather...
Just stop it. I'm not interested.
Bernadetta, this is unhealthy behavior. I beg you to take my hand. Otherwise, I will have to pick you up and carry you, and neither of us will...
What if I actually like being alone? Is that so hard to imagine? It's none of your business. Get lost!
Ugh.
No. Oh no!
Ouch! I sprained my wrist.
Oh, no. Now you've done it, Bernie. Now, you're his eternal rival.
I do not wish to hurt you. Actually,
No! I'm done for! You'll be the death of me for sure!
Maybe I should just come back later.
Well, that happened. And let's see, you're calling me a Splatoon Lunar Fox 32. So, how long did it take for you to think of that insult? Or alternate name? Just, you know, Lunar Fox 32. Opposite of the sun, the moon. Opposite of a wolf, the fox. Opposite of 42, 32. opposite of 64? 32. I don't know. Yeah, she just seems completely scared to shit. Okay, let's try Caspar. I'm probably gonna guess
that
everything's
one goes
gonna...
there. Perfect.
Oh, hey, Bernadetta. What's going on?
Enemy! Enemies here! We're under attack! Help! Someone! Anyone!
Help? I'm the one who came here for help. I guess I'll just take care of it myself. I can't believe I got hurt trying to break up someone else's fight. It's ridiculous. All I do is step in to calm them down, and the next thing you know, they're both at my throat. Hey, you ever been in a fight?
Fight? You're challenging me to a duel? No, 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 I can't! I've never fought anyone in all my life! I surrender! You win!
Alright. That was easy enough. Not to be rude, but do you ever think that maybe your attitude makes you a little unapproachable? You should try stepping outside and socializing. I'm sure you'd make friends in no time if you didn't waste it all in here.
Outside? In no time? Oh, sure, yeah! Why didn't I think of that? Or maybe it's just not as easy for me as it is for you. Did that ever cross your mind?
Why wouldn't it be? Making friends is easy. This one time, I even made friends with someone I'd just been in a fight with. I think it was the gorgeous view that did it. We really shared a moment. Come on, let's go check it out.
Hold on! What are you doing? Please don't touch me! Ah, put me down! Put me down!
Calm down. I'm just gonna carry you out of here. Easy does it. And here we are. See? It wasn't so bad now, was it? And what about this view? Gorgeous, right?
So this is what death is like. Didn't expect it to be so sudden. Come and claim me, sweet death. But first, let this evening sun wash clean my imperfect soul.
Hey, now don't go dying on me, Bernadetta. It's just the sun.
Huh? What? Where am I? Oh, it's pretty. Such a lovely view.
Alright, well, there we go. Well, Caspar managed to save the day a little, actually. With the funk. Okay, now for Dorothea. Let's see if she can handle her delicately.
It's peaceful here. Flowers are so calming. Just looking at these, it's like all the terrible parts of the day just disappear. If only people could be more like flowers.
What's Bern doing? She looks like there's something wrong.
All these nobles are just terrifying. And the commoners? Just look at Dorothea. So pretty, popular, dazzling. There's no way someone like me could ever be close with someone like that.
Bern, are you okay?
Dorothea! Did you hear all that?
Just the part about you wishing you could get along with someone. So, Bern, who have you got a crush on? Seriously now, you have to tell me. Who are they? Do I know them? I'm so excited for you, Bern.
No. I was actually thinking about being friends with you.
Me? I thought we already were friends.
That's not what I mean. Oh, I'm such a coward. I thought it would be great if we could be closer. But old memories just get in the way for me.
Bern, whatever happened in the past, you know you have my full support. I'm here for you. I thought we'd already been friends for a long time now. Please.
Just forget it. We'll never be close friends. Father would just... He would just... No!
Wait, Father? What did she mean by that?
I'm having a big suspicion here. So we found out that little info. Alright, gotta hop off and stream. Good luck with this visual novel that has absolutely no gameplay. Well, sorry, it's just you know, if I get the support ranks up, it'll boost up the stats. Plus, it's kind of fun to just listen in on the conversations and such. But yeah, what are you streaming tonight anyway?
Alright, time for some more... Oh, Petra. Hi.
Caspar, do you want to train with each other?
Yeah, sure.
You have had new training recently, and great improvements. I want great improvement too. Will you give me help?
Well, hey, look at that. You pay more attention than I gave you credit for. I have been trying new training methods. They're definitely paying off. My movements are much sharper lately, more precise.
I am knowing that. I want that too. You teach, I learn. We both get more strength. It will be greatness.
All right. I mean, I guess we can give it a shot. Petra?
Yes, Caspar?
No, never mind. Sorry. I was just thinking about something else. Nothing at all. Let's train.
I heard a question in your voice. Say it.
No. It's really nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I will not be worrying. Can we begin the training?
Ah, fine. We can talk about it if you insist. You can stop pretending like you don't know.
What am I knowing?
About my father.
Your father? He is of the military in the Empire. I hear he has great skill.
No, not that. Well, it's kind of about that. I'm talking about when Dagda and Bridget invaded the Empire. My father led the Empire's army that fended off the invaders. Your father was in that battle. Did you really not know? My father killed yours.
You... How long have you had this knowing?
I just found out recently. I had no idea before then. But it's all I've been able to think about since.
So, now you have the truth.
Petra? Damn it. What am I supposed to do now?
Oh boy. Well, that went to shit. Then Petra gets to talk to Dorothea.
Petra, how are you doing? Getting used to life here?
I am settled. Everyone shows great kindness.
I'm glad to hear it. I was so surprised when you first arrived. A princess all the way from Bridget.
You have my gratitude. But please do not call me princess. You are making my cheeks blush.
There's nothing to blush about. You're every little girl's dream of what a princess should be. Anyhow, I suppose it's been a long time since you've been back to Bridget, hasn't it? I hope you aren't homesick. Maybe we can cook one of your favorite dishes from back home.
I do wish for that. But there is no possibility. The ingredients are not found here.
I suppose you're right. That's probably why they don't cook the food of Bridget in the dining hall. I'm sorry. I just got to thinking about how hard it must be to live somewhere so far away from home and... No, it can't be impossible. I'll fix you a real meal of Bridget. I'll just find a recipe and similar ingredients.
Wait, Dorothea. It is the thinking that counts. But your cooking is... What is the word? Horrendous. That is what everyone is saying anyway.
Horrendous? Nobody's cooking can be that bad.
The thinking is enough for me. You have my biggest gratitude.
Fine, I'll do something instead of cooking for you. I just want to be sure that you feel at home here. How about a massage? That may help you loosen up.
I have no problems. My body is already able to relax.
Oh? Then perhaps I could sing you lullabies to help you sleep.
I'm not having sleeping trouble.
Just know that you never have to worry about putting me out. I like helping my friends. Well then, I must be going, but remember my offer.
Dorothea is filling my heart full.
Alright, well. Hey, finally a bee conversation. Okay, well right now I'm just gonna get to this bit.
That settles that. And don't even think about brawling around here again.
Impressive, Caspar. Well done.
Hey, Ferdinand, did you see that fight? I
I saw it from start to finish. Both parties were at fault, disturbing the peace. Then you stepped in and corrected their behavior. You are setting a good example. I am proud to call you my fellow noble.
Your fellow noble? I wasn't even thinking about nobility. That had nothing to do with it.
Excuse me, nothing? Resolving conflicts among common folk is a duty of the nobles. Is that not what you were doing?
I guess so. But it was more like instinct or something. I saw people acting out of line and I had to step in.
Ah, you were acting on impulse. You might be better served following moral convictions rather than instincts. Take me, for example. I always bear in mind that I am a noble and behave accordingly. The fortunate must help the unfortunate. That is my guiding principle.
I never have any idea what you're talking about. If someone's in trouble, you gotta help them out. Simple as that.
A difference of opinion, you might say. Very well then. Believe what you will. I will not expend energy trying to change your mind.
Maybe all of this noble stuff just isn't for me. Hey! Don't walk away when I'm talking to you!
Okay, should be the last conversation here.
Ah, you have arrived at just the right time. Care for one of these handmade treats?
My goodness, Ferdy. When did you become such a talented confectioner?
Oh, Dorothea, I am hardly an expert.
Nevertheless, you have managed to make some tasty-looking treats.
Well, it is the first time I have tried my hand at it. Honestly, there were several unsuccessful attempts preceding this batch. I made these pastries to solve that riddle you gave me. The reason you despise me.
Oh?
You said I was like a bee. The bee is a dutiful worker, just as I am. But the bee inherits a capacious home, with a wealth of honey. Similarly, I inherited my fortune. I did not receive it as a reward for my labor. I surmised that perhaps you'd feel differently about me if I earned something all on my own. That was my plan, to emulate your transformation from desperate pauper to successful songstress.
All on your own? Did you renounce your nobility? Give away your riches?
No, I made these. I obtained all the ingredients on my own, without anyone's help.
You mean, you got the sugar and the flour?
Yes. To earn the flour, I worked in the fields. To earn the sugar, I carried a merchant's wares.
Who did the cooking? You?
Naturally. I took on some extra chores in exchange for use of the kitchen at night.
I have to admit, that's impressive. Hey, it looks like you had a bit of an accident. Is your hand okay?
I burned myself a little while I was baking. Nothing to worry about.
Nonsense. That burn will scar you, know. Come on, let's get you to the infirmary.
Wait, Dorothea! You have yet to try my treats.
You should be fine now, Ferdy. Big shot nobles have to treat their bodies with care just like the rest of us.
There you go again. Noble this, noble that. Though you did say it with less disdain than usual.
Nothing gets past you. As it were, I may have reconsidered you a little.
You have reconsidered me? Finally! Just as I had hoped, we are becoming friends. Now then, I propose that we...
I only said I reconsidered a little. And you still haven't figured out why I said you're like a bee. Which is funny, because you look like a bee right now. Bye!
So, I am still a bee. A completely mystified bee.
Well, seems like we found a little interest on that. Okay, professional level, yada yada. Okay, we're gonna explore, try and get some cooking done in, and fishing. Then we're gonna see what we can do about a lot of stuff. Begin exploring. Oh, hey, Sophis.
A stone? A stone. I do not understand. Yet, as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still. But is that me? Or is it you?
Well, I'll admit, it's a little weird. So if we do all this, we can get some stuff. Alright, right now I'm just gonna, you know, just get some
Why is that fish so still? Wait, is it swimming sideways? Perhaps it is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water and eaten. Ah, Professor, you are so outgoing with all of the students. I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you, though I'm certain my brother would disapprove. Might you help me with a favor?
Alright, let's see. Pick up objects scattered on the ground in front of the saint statues. Alright, let's see. Okay, nothing I can do there. Okay, so let's just move on a little. Just go ahead and get some jobs done. Debris in front of the saint statues. I'll admit that's a little curious, but who am I gonna touch? Head to Magdrip Way and take down the bandits. New merchants will come to the monastery to sell the wares if they know the area is safe. Okay, choose the battle option on my day off. Alright, capiche. Looks like we're gonna have a little bit to do around here.
Could you help me out?
Ask the blacksmith to forge weapons for me, eh? Alright, alright. Okay, where's the smith? There you go, mate.
Count on you.
Alright, so yeah, we got ourselves some renown. Sweet. Okay, let's see. Can we forge something?
Is this it? There you go.
Okay, let's see. Can we forge something? Let's see. Steel swords, unlocks at professor level B or higher.
Is this it? There you go.
There we go. We made some steel swords. Okay, hold on. Let me try a little something here. Okay, I can turn rusted lances into iron blades.
Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go.
Okay, there we go.
Is this it? There you go.
Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure everything goes great, you know?
Is this it? There you go.
Okay, turn the steel gauntlets.
Is this it? There you go.
Okay, hold on, sorry. I'm just trying to make sure things don't go wonky though.
Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
Okay, well now we just need to go ahead and do some more quests, shall we?
Professor, please leave Sylvain alone for the time being. The thing is, the bandit's leader who stole the relic is Sylvain's disinherited older brother.
Oh. I forgot who Sylvain is, but that sounds like a pretty big deal.
Hello there.
Hello.
There you go.
For a hero's relic to be stolen, it's unheard of.
And just last month, the sword of the Creator was almost stolen too.
Also quite unheard of. What impudence.
For House Gautier to invite us onto their land, they must be desperate. But at least we'll have the stalwart knights ready to stand around and watch us do all the work.
Okay.
Unfortunately, yes, that is mine. Thank you.
Alright, well, we increased motivation.
Unfortunate.
Sorry, it's just, I'm just trying to make sure everything works.
And just also for house, but at least we'll...
Okay, let's see. Lost items.
A lost item. A lost item. A lost item. A lost item. A lost item.
Yeah, I know this seems really lame, but, you know, I tend to forget. Okay, let's see. What's next?
Yes.
I wonder if Petra has
This has
any...
been my first time to the Kingdom's North. I hear the people of North are cold and have much loneliness. Professor, I hear you have had worked as a mercenary in the Kingdom. Did you find joy? You cannot remember? Is that having possibility? I have amazement.
So, he has no memory of it.
This is not... This is not... This is not...
Okay, that ain't gonna fly.
That's right.
Who likes wooing women?
I heard a relic was stolen. If this had something to do with a family conflict, I don't think I could choose a side. What if it's some kind of powerful weapon? I want one too. I know relics aren't easy to come by, but I'd still like to get my hands on one.
Well, you heard it from here, folks.
Yeah, that's definitely mine. You really saved me with this. I owe you one, Professor.
Alright. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely mine.
Okay, there we go. I say we sort that out for, I forgot his name. What's your name again? Yeah, sorry, I legit forgot his name. Okay, let's see. So... okay, so we need to go up through the way. Oh. Jeez, the whole thing just vanished on me.
Right.
I have to overhear a comment how strange I am. I don't really get it. Shouldn't it be expected for everyone who has their own unique in life? Damn.
Hello.
Oh well, I tried. Okay, well, let's just go around and see what we can do, shall we? Okay, no statue restorations, okay.
You have helped me so much.
Alright, well, I'd say I did a pretty good job there. When you complete quests and prologues and auxiliary battles, you'll earn renown, which can be spent to restore statues of the Four Saints.
Need something? This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set.
Okay.
This one?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if this
You're all
blessing
set.
stuff will
This one?
fix stuff.
You're all set. This one?
Okay, come on, set this up.
You're all set.
There we go.
This one?
Yeah, this is working out.
You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set.
Okay, this will help
This
with
one?
a lot of experience troubles.
You're all set. This one?
Okay, set this up.
You're all set. This one?
Here we go. Alright.
You're all set.
Okay, let's see.
This one?
Experience. Yeah, there we go.
You're all set. This one?
Last experience, set that up, and there
You're
we
all
go.
set.
Well,
See you again soon.
well, I spent a lot of renown on that, but it'll do. Happy with it, actually.
Right.
Okay, so we just need to, I don't know, get the rest of the stuff.
Professor!
Okay, this may take a little bit, but who are we to judge? Sorry. Okay, so we just need to keep getting the other side quests done, so that way we'll be able to get our units to grow, no problem.
Really?
So, I am trusting you.
Okay, let's see.
You must be rather bewildered by the power that was hidden within. However, know that I believe in you. I have no doubt that you will use that power justly. You will most certainly fulfill the grand destiny that the goddess has seen fit to grant you.
Alright.
May I ask a favor of you?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cough like that. My bad. Okay.
Ah, Professor. Geralt was looking for you. It seems he has gone off somewhere. If he is not in his room, then surely someone has seen him. Ask around.
Isn't Geralt the dad guy or something? I don't know. Let's view the quest.
I have something to ask of you. I have something to ask of you.
Okay.
I'm sorry to... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, nothing I can do there, but that's fine. Okay, so we're just gonna waltz on in, shall we?
Professor. Oh, Professor. Are you looking for Captain Geralt? I just saw him in the Knight's Hall a little while ago. He was talking with a female knight, but I didn't get a good look at who she was.
Alright, well, let's see.
Someone... Oh, that's mine! Thanks so much for finding it.
Oh, there we go.
Someone...
Okay, there we go. Well, that'll do. Alright, so, yeah, we're sorted. What do I want from KFC? Oh, shit, hold on. Hold on, sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Alright, sorry about that, Braden. You know, I didn't realize what, you know, was happening. That one was my bad. Professors are here to help.
Ah, Professor. Geralt was it seemed if he is not in his...
Alright, managed to learn a little bit for myself.
Practice yields results.
Alright, so we managed to, you know, level ourselves up a bit. Oh, I didn't mean to.
You must be... However, you will...
Give 2 of your students some herbs. Oh, give them herbs? Oh, okay. Whoops. I better deal with that then.
Okay.
Let's see. What else is there? What else is there? What else is there? Okay, now I'm noticing a little something weird there. Open up, please.
Swinging a sword about in the holy mausoleum? The potential for damage is too great to imagine. I sincerely hope the saints' coffins were not damaged. Were you using magic? I've heard you weren't, but ugh, it's torture not being able to go inside the holy mausoleum for an entire year.
Well, I think he has a little bit of a problem.
I'll gladly take this. It's not mine.
Likes telling jokes, particular about fashion, interesting in tea.
It's not.
Large physique, wooing women.
It's not mine.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, well, hold on. I'm just trying to sort some stuff out here. Hold on. Let me see if I can... No. Maybe moving might not be the best idea, but let's see what I can do. Okay, got poultry. Should be pretty, you know, it helps the hungry. Needle and Fred. Who hides away next?
I'm not secretly eating cake.
Okay.
You're getting pretty good at talking through the door, Professor.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you.
Alright. Gave her a nice gift. Elevation increased. Last item.
I've been looking for this. Thank you so much.
There we go. This will be very good for later.
I appreciate your effort.
Alright. Okay, now we got some stuff for that. Okay, now we need to head out to the battlefield. Hey there. Head about I don't know what you might call it way.
Hey.
Okay, I'm just gonna get these two with their motivations up at the moment. Because if I can manage that, and everything will be good.
Delicious! After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
I would be liking that greatly.
There we go. That's the motivations up, so it'll be very good for the trip. Okay, that's some professor level up. So, how am I going to bump the rest up, though? Amiibo Gazebo. Oh, I don't have any Fire Emblem amiibos, so I'm not gonna bother with that at the moment.
Quite so. The head of the Western Church holds the title of Bishop. That's not as distinguished as an Archbishop, such as Lady Rhea, but it still comes with a fair amount of authority. If someone in that position plotted an assassination, I cannot help but think it must have been instigated by some outside force. There are bishops in the Eastern Church as well, but to speak frankly, they do not have much impact. They are under the influence of both the Archbishop and the Leicester Alliance, so their ability to voice grievances is quite limited.
Alright. Well, hold on. I need to be right back for a bit because, you know, I need the bathroom. I'll be back soon. I'm back. Sorry about that. What did I miss? Hold on. For some reason, the whole thing feels a little out of sync, so I'm gonna just fix this for a bit, okay? Hang on. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna deactivate this just temporarily. Then we activate it. So that way we can get some stuff back. Here we go. Hey, what the heck? Get back here. What the heck? What happened? Hold on, what the hell happened there? Yeah, that's not the format. Hold on. Oh shit. I accidentally made it so big that I fucked up. Hold on. This is so huge right now. Okay, well, I think I fixed it, more or less. Let me see for a sec. Yeah, it looks like decent footage for the most part. Okay, here we go. Just activate this.
Ferdinand? Our professor is wanting to see you. He has much concentration right now. I will wait for him to be finished reading.
Diplomacy has an effect upon weapons development. Yes, that makes sense. Oh, Petra! How long have you been there?
A short time. You were devoting all of your attention to that book.
Forgive me, I was fully absorbed in my reading. I see you have been reading as well. Anything interesting?
I am studying the history of Fodlan.
A history book? What a keen student you are. And it's about House Hresfelg. Certainly a stimulating topic.
I am wishing to learn all about Fodlan. What is the book you are reading?
Oh, this? This relates to a little hobby of mine. The regional history of weapons development in Fodlan. Militaries have to adapt their weapons according to terrain and climate. And they have to keep up with technologies in other regions. It's very interesting.
Yes, it is interesting. I see why you would be enjoying that kind of reading.
Oh, does that excite your curiosity too? Perhaps you would care to read more about it then. This is just one of 18 volumes, and our library has the entire collection.
I give you my gratitude. Research of weapons could be a good reference for me. Oh, please take my apologies. I was meaning to tell you that our professor is wanting to see you.
Oh, it is not like you to forget something. I suppose I ought to be going then.
Yes, it is a rarity that I forget something. But it is not impossible.
Well, people do forget stuff. Okay, well, that's their friendship grown. Maybe that way they'll put more battle efficiency and stuff.
Oh, Gerald? He said something about visiting a grave. There's a graveyard attached to the monastery, so you'll probably find him there. I can't remember where the graveyard is, but I bet Sedith knows.
Let me see. Interesting tea. Huh. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna search. Okay. Weirdness aside, where is the graveyard around here?
Hello there.
Hold on, I'm just gonna ask again.
Oh, Gerald? He said there's a graveyard attached to the monastery, so I can't remember where the graveyard is.
Okay, let's take a look at faculty training. Okay, maybe in a bit. right now, though. Let's see, bulletin board, there it is. Okay, we're just gonna go to Sethith, or Sethith, who knows.
Go back? Ah, the graveyard. Of course I know it. It can be a little hard to find. Would you like me to show you where it is? Very well.
Okay, now we got the location done. Okay, well, I'm happy with that. You know, it kind of makes you wonder, with thrones like that, isn't it like a pain in the ass to just sit on or something? Faculty members are expected to maintain a constant... But how do I do it, though? Sorry, it's just, I'm having trouble trying to figure that little trick out. And now that I think about it, why does my character wear, like, you know, some kind of strange jacket? It's a little weird, really.
Ah.
What's up, man?
Hey, I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. So, here I am. I was thinking we should visit your mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave. Hmm? Oh, of course you would ask that. I wouldn't know where to begin. I suppose I haven't talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. Oh, so smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling. And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you. But she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. Never forget it. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her. In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Well then.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Alright, well, that's a quest complete. Let's see, goals, yada. Maintaining your training. Hold on, I need to actually look this one up. If it's not too much of a bother. Let me see. Yeah, it's just, I want to try to make sure nothing goes to shit, you know? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure everything is alright, you know? Just so I don't mess this up unnecessarily. I don't know, apparently I just have to go out and do a fight. I mean, I guess that wouldn't be too much of a problem.
Okay.
Okay, so what are we gonna do around here, then? Best pest practices. And got, like, a little bit of professor level in me. Sweet.
Hey, Professor.
Don't you think everyone's making too big a fuss over these crests, or heroes' relics, or whatever they're called? How important can that stuff really be? Personally, I don't even care that I don't have a crest. I'll take muscles over crests any day. Heck, I'll take muscles over a hot meal. Actually...
Okay, let's give him a lost item, shall we?
Oh, hey! I can't believe I dropped this! Thanks for bringing it to me!
Yeah, no worries. Let's see. Okay, so now what do we do? Maybe we'll just fish a bit. And, you know, if the fishing don't work out too well, then who knows? Okay, insect larvae. Hold on, before I fish in the pond, I need to do this before I forget. Okay, harvest, nice. Okay, let me... Okay, prune them. Ah, dude.
It's awful. Just awful what happened with the rite of rebirth. The infirmary. Well, it was a mess. Things are finally calm again. And so I've come here to unwind. Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive. Still, the truth of it is that when someone faces death for the first time, well, they figure out who they are. They learn if they can do it again. We can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle or to cowardice. If you can keep them going, then I will too.
Okay, well, that assured her a little. Let me see.
No, that's not... No. 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 No.
Okay, well, that ain't working. Let me see, anything faculty related? Yeah, maybe some other time. Yoink. Got some seeds. Oh. Yoink. Got some seeds.
Hi.
Okay, let me just go ahead and do some fishing for a bit. Okay, here we go. Some simple little fishing. Oh, it was almost great. Oh well. Wait, I caught 2 silverfish? Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and keep fishing then. There we go. Nice and perfect. Well, it seems like we're doing pretty well with the fishing bit, ain't we? I mean, y'all probably came here for, I don't know, just fighting some bandits, but what am I doing? I'm enjoying this. Okay, it wasn't the best, but, you know, we got something out of that. Okay, well, that's fishing, don't we?
Maybe.
I should probably check up on the students' training. So, I'm gonna head to the training thing and see what I can do. Or the battle thing. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm gonna try and check up on it a little. See what we can do. Also, just gonna pull up my Discord a second. Well, I just got a message from someone.
I am sorry that the kingdom's unrest did not stop with Lord Lonato. Professor, the hero's relics are incredibly powerful. Please, be on your guard.
Okay, so... well, I guess here we're gonna go. Okay, let's see. House Lance Turner. Alright. Let's see if this guy will do.
You should be honored.
Okay, so good news, we won. Hold on, just turn down the volume a little. Alright, sorry, I was just turning down the volume just a slight tab. Okay, let's try this. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you, Fervin. Hey,
only a fool challenges me.
There we go, okay. Now is this next bit. Okay, let's hope for the best.
This was beneath me.
Okay, so we got that, no problem. Six, 12, 18. Okay, refill my 7 hits. Okay, I'm only allowed 3 hits in due to the sex attack. Hmm, 14. Alright, let's go ahead and push, shall we? There's nothing I could do there, but... Come on, you can do it, Ferdin.
Only a fool challenges me.
Yeah, that ain't happening. That was not happening. There was no way I could push through with that.
Okay.
Think about what I'm gonna do. Okay, that's an online game, I think. Yeah, fishing, and gonna.
Well.
Okay, well, I guess we'll try out the whole musician thing, see how that goes. One bit. This. Red Eagle. Eh, their motivations are sorted out, so I don't really see too much of the point with that. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure some stuff out, you know?
Oh, but she loved you with...
Okay, faculty training, yada yada yada. There we go. Well, and we got a nice little bit of work there. Okay, how the hell do we... There it is. Okay, hold on a sec. Yeah. Okay, that was good. So next thing we need to do is do our little semester. Let's instruct manually, shall we? Okay, let's see. Who needs help the most? Sorry, I'm trying to remember everyone's goals. Alright, we got perfection there. Sweet. Okay.
Praise isn't necessary.
Praise.
I'm in.
Okay. Great.
I'm in.
Great. Great.
I still have much.
Could have used a lot of work there. Oh well. Okay, let's keep them toward fist fighting, shall we?
Thanks for your help.
There we go. And there we go. C+ for the combat arts.
As long as it makes me stronger.
Yeah, we definitely got him stronger there, so I'm happy with that, really.
I got it right? Phew.
Okay, good news. We got up to, you know...
I'd never have learned this back in my room.
Yeah, we got our bow proficiency B.
Thanks. That's reassuring.
Okay. What should we go after next? Yeah, hold on. I'm just trying to bump up the authority so that way she can learn better. Okay. What's the next one? Next. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna try and commit to this guy's, you know,
It is a
learning
long...
of... What's it called? Reason? Yeah, might as well.
Tell me, Oh, I would...
Alright, good news. We got that sword.
Not a toad.
Cutting Gale.
How embarrassing.
Okay. There we go. Alright, well, that's enough here. Tasks. Yada. Goals. Reason. Okay, let's begin the lecture,
May I ask
shall we?
you something?
When one professor lectures many students, some will inevitably have trouble keeping up, while the others are too far. While the others will get too far behind their studies. How this problem might be solved.
Is that so?
Yeah, Bob may as well recruit more professors. Oh, nice. Sweet. He became Professor C. The number of adjutants you can deploy has increased. You will now receive more monthly funds. Master classes have been unlocked. Recipe for cooking together has been expanded. Oh, sweet. Depending on the follow-up card, you'll... Oh, so it's like pairing up from Awakening. Alright.
Professor?
Alright. Let's go ahead and work on our Warlock skills. Just a little. Okay, and that's Saturday.
Leave it to me. I can handle it all by myself.
By yourself? That's not how doing things together works.
Oh, I suppose that is true. Sorry, I got quite ahead of myself. Would you look at that? Can you not see, Dorothea? We make a great team.
Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I'm still not very fond of you.
Well, y'all tried. Support points between the two is increased. Received 1,000 gold and some smithing stones. Huh, I'd say that's a good shot. Sweet. Hildegard's axe bumped up to B. Casper's axe bumped up to C+.
My efforts were not in vain.
I'm getting it.
I work to grow.
Alright, well, everyone's learned pretty well. So now all we need to do is fight next, and bam. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna check the certifications here. So these are master. Yeah, they can only be taken at level 30 or higher, but they're a little something for me to look at. Iron Lord, Mortal Savant. Ow, check him out. Pretty tough boss, ain't he? Great Knight, Bow Knight. A Bow Knight. Does everyone have to do with horses? Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of them seem to involve horses. So it seems like horsework is a little more important than one would think. At least just a little. Okay. Hold on, I'm just gonna go to the marketplace for a sec. Okay. Well, that's some stuff there. Okay, Battalion Guild. We need to replenish. There we go. That's some battalions hired to help out. It's not even a group of archers. Nothing I can do about that.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, there we go. Caspar's got some works here. There we go. Okay. Okay, can I bump it up? Let's see, that's a steel sword plus. I can do that. But I am very curious about the other bits. I need to get Professor level B plus somehow. So we'll need to work on that in a bit. Okay, let's go ahead and fight stuff, shall we? Seems like they're gonna take once a day. Alright. Well, we're just gonna clear the way here and then sort everything else out. Sorry, just checking messages here. I'm gonna somehow need to train Magoons. Oh? Okay, hold on. I need to be right back for a sec, because I heard the door open. One sec.
Stay focused.
Battle?
Oh no.
I will get the victory.
I will prevail.
That's my cue.
Put me in there.
As you wish. I am Ferdinand von Eyre. Each battle, a chance to grow.
I will not be stopping.
As expected.
Disappointing, but I will not misplace my heart.
And I didn't even enjoy it. I think I'm improving.
You require aid?
Let's use our heads.
Bet on you
Am I done yet?
Should I have held back? Such power dwells within?
Can I go now?
Can't get ahead of myself.
Caution is needed.
Anywhere I can hide. I guess hard work does pay off.
Helpful.
That is that.
Whoa.
This was beneath me.
No one makes it past me. I'm just getting started.
I thank you. I will get the victory.
It's over. As expected.
Wow, amazing.
You should be honored. The noble standard.
I've grasped it! How lovely!
Teacher.
Well, I had fun today. Of course, you want to see me again, yes?
Of course. I'd love to, Dorothea.
Well, until we meet again. Oh, hello, Professor. Were you watching that? Yes. Is there a problem with that? Look, I know what I'm doing. My claim as a diva won't last forever, after all. I must look to the future. As a man, you may not feel so rushed about these things, but I know my beauty will eventually fade. You? Really? I never would have guessed. Anyway, I'm not just playing games with these boys. This is for my future. You have no right to object. I very much want to find a good partner here at the Academy. Someone who will take care of me for the rest of my life. Finding someone to take care of me? Of course it is. Who could ask for anything more? Anyway, I value your opinion, Professor, but I won't have you interfering with my life plans. Unless you'd like to take care of me into my old age. That'd be something, eh? How about it, Professor? I wasn't... You aren't being serious, are you? I was just teasing. Or did you really just consider spending your whole life with me? If you did, that actually makes me... It makes me happy. I had no idea you might look at me that way. You've gotten awfully quiet. You might even be blushing a bit. Have I embarrassed you? If so, I'm very, very sorry. I should be going anyway. I'll see you later, Professor. Thanks.
Would you look at that? Can you not see, Dorothy?
Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Oh, I see now.
Impressive. Thanks.
Oh, well, I think it turns out that I kept my mic shut all the time. Whoops. Shit. Alright, I'll need to check the VOD later. So, I hope to see you all again soon on the next stream I make. I hope that everything will go well for you on your future endeavors. Till then, you take care, alright? See yous.